People packed tonight's Comstock Public Schools meeting after leaders removed a transgender student policy earlier this month.
News 8's Josh Sanchez with more on why the district says it made the decision and how it aims to maintain practices under the rule.
The district superintendent says that the removal comes amid a crackdown on diversity, equity, and inclusion practices. He says that the protections under the policy are still covered by others, but that has advocates and parents skeptical.
We're out of closed session.
After a 2-hour closed session, the Comstock Public Schools Board of Education voted to rescind Policy 5106
Reindeer?
No.
Cook? Support?
On transgender students by a 5-2 vote earlier this month. The policy outlines staff training, notification, student records, privacy, bullying, and restroom and locker room use. District Superintendent Jeff Tanis says while the policy is off the books, its protections like those on bullying are covered by other standalone policies. The district relies on Michigan's Elliott Larson Act on bathroom and locker room usage for trans students. Tanis says the vote is about reducing risk to the district amid a changing federal rule landscape that makes it easier to target those policies.
You could be a resident of another state even and comb through websites or issues and then file a complaint that you believe that the district isn't adhering to the executive order. So given that the board decided to take the action it did, knowing that protections in Michigan still were valid and proper.
He says district staff are working with affected students and their families on a case-by-case basis.
Those policies are built for entirely...
One of those parents who wanted to remain anonymous trusts teachers and the superintendent to care for their trans student.
The problem is we have to have policy to protect these children rather than safeguards to, I don't know, come back when there's harm done.
There was a parent advocating for...
Out front Kalamazoo's Heather Stanforth says removing Policy 5106 itself sends a message.
We're okay with actively taking that off the books. That is in itself a gesture that harms the trans community and the trans youth who are in these schools.
I do want to echo a lot of talking points that we have heard today.
Tonight, more than a dozen people voiced their support for re-implementing the policy with personal stories from educators, members of the trans community, and parents.
It has created a ripple of concern among students, parents, and educators.
Board President Pamela Dickinson read from a statement reiterating that the vote came in the wake of federal executive orders. She says the district is committed to serving all students.
While policy landscapes shift, our core values as a district do not. Every student deserves a safe and affirming environment where they can learn without fear and with the full support of their school community.
Superintendent Tanis says no other policies are under review at this moment. In Comstock Township, Josh Sanchez, News 8.